I loved it, man. I loved it. It was a lot of fun. Just a great team win, Just a great team win. I thought the whole way. Our guys, our role players, they never kind of stepped outside of themselves. They just kept playing the same way, even though most of our playmakers weren't playing in the game. They just kept playing right, man. Just kept playing right. Thought defensively we did a really good job. Really, really happy for Chris Murray, man. Get 18 points in the second half, that was a big deal, and he got them all over the place. So that one made me feel good for him, for sure.
Chauncey, Roops has been kind of stuck in that in-between spot early in the season when you guys could have sent him down to the remix. You basically are a rolled ankle away from him having to be available. Where have you seen him kind of develop when he's been kind of stuck in between this year?
Yeah, it's been an up and down kind of tough year for Roops. With us being so healthy this year, obviously there wasn't room for him. So he went down a few times and played. I do continue to see him getting better, but he didn't make a huge jump this year because he just didn't have a chance to, So, but he still remains, like I always say, one of the hardest worker. Nobody works harder and puts more time in than Roops does on our team, and he'll continue to do that and be that way. I've been proud of his progress, but his opportunity just hadn't been there this year. We've just been too healthy, which is a great thing.
When Ant and Scooter are out, is it nice knowing that at the very least Delano is going to be aggressive?
Yeah, Delano is. He's saved us a lot of times this year. In some really important moments of our season. Where he's played so well. He's a tough matchup for a lot of teams with his scoring ability. And tonight I thought he had a good bounce back game. He struggled a little bit as of late, but today he was everything we needed him to be.
A little bittersweet, despite the win, Sacramento winning. Now you guys are officially eliminated from play-in contention.
Yeah. I mean, obviously that sucks, but. It is what it is. We're gonna keep playing the same way regardless. You look at these things. I was looking at it last night, just kind of going back on so many games that I thought we had in hand this year, and kind of faltered in the fourth quarter, or some games that we, and you look at those. You start looking at those, and I always tell our guys all year long. I'm saying these are the type of games that bite you in the end. And you could look at, 6 or 7 of those games, and it's like, well, we had this game. It was over, in my eyes. But it just happens, and every single team can do that. This NBA is tough, man. These players are so good. These teams are so good. So, we got a few games left, and we'll just keep on trucking.
But you almost have to go through that to figure it out, right?
You do. I mean, it's a necessary process. As you're climbing and getting to that point, for our guys to have played in so many meaningful games this year, where all the possessions matter, everything counts. That was new for a lot of these guys. That was new for me as the coach. So it's so much fun to be able to be in the mix like that, and we've all grown because of it, But it's a necessary process that you go through, and we'll hopefully remember those things and learn from those things as we're in that position next season.
Chauncey, DC and Mamu were mixing it up a little bit earlier in the game, and DC's done that a few times this season. You've obviously played with Ben, who had that kind of a presence. How does a young big in today's NBA get to ride that line? Like, how do you work on that, and can you help Donovan with that kind of thing?
I love it. I love it when Donovan gets into it with people. I really do. I think as a young player in this league, not even a big, just a young player in this league, you got to let people know that you're not putting up with their stuff. And you got to stand in and stand on that. And he does a good job of that. And he's not looking for that, but he's a feisty dude, It's one of the things I love the most about him is he's not going to back down from anybody. And that word and that type of reputation travels pretty easily, and you only have to do that several times, and people already know they're not playing with you like that. So he's had a lot of them this year. He'll have more throughout the rest of his career. People are going to try him and test him, and he's going to be the same guy the whole time.
Yeah, first half, it was tough, but it's kind of that time of the year where you kind of got to celebrate the wins. It's been a tough year for me for sure. So just having that second half and just being comfortable on the court, and those are kinds of games you like. Just like when you're seeing everything really well, ball feels good in your hands, and was able to have that in the second half.
Why do you think things have been tough?
Just consistency-wise. I feel like defensively I've been solid. Offensively, not so much. So just finding a little bit of consistency towards the end of the year is going to be good for me. And games like this are fun, especially in wins. So.
What do you take from that confidence-wise?
That's big because you kind of saw how my teammates cheered for me, and they know what I'm capable of. So it's definitely a big confidence booster when I get a poster dunk, and I kind of see them in the corner of my eye just up and celebrating and halfway on the court. So definitely a big confidence booster this game, and just trying to carry it on.
And the 2 times you sort of stole the ball from the inbound, is that something you kind of plan or practice?
I can't take credit for that. That was all Matisse, and I think one was Delano. The ball just happened to find my hand. So that's the kind of things that happen when you got it going. The ball just kind of finds you. So.
Scratched you here.
I have no clue. I haven't seen it yet. Yeah, someone probably did. It probably wasn't a foul. So.
What would you take from this last week, assuming that the next few games you're going to get that minutes and time to show? What will you take from it to next season?
Just a lot like today. Just kind of you want to build into the off season. At this point, I don't know kind of where we are in the standings right now, if we're eliminated or anything like that, but you just want to build into the off season. That's kind of what happened last year, and what I want to do this year. I know everyone else wants to do that too. So we know that we can have a special year next year, and just kind of building into that.
You guys were officially eliminated because Sacramento beat Cleveland.
Of course they did.
But what did it mean for you guys as a group to at least be in the hunt this late in the season?
Yeah, it's something that probably a lot of the kind of national media and TV, like they probably didn't expect that from us this year, and we're able to kind of take a lot of different strides as a team and individually with a lot of guys, and you kind of want to be in those scenarios. It's a long season, and we had tough points this season. We had really good highs, really good lows, and I think just kind of being in that conversation and kind of treating every game as a game 7 these last few weeks has been really good for us, and it'll help us in the long run for sure.
Could you feel that sort of elevate the intensity of the team, the purpose of the team compared to the last few years?
Yeah, I've been here for 2, but no, compared to last year to this year, for sure. It's definitely been different. I think it's a good thing. A lot of us embrace it. I'm kind of more the analytical guy, so I kind of know like what's going on and kind of where we are and everything like that. And but every game's a big game. We know we've had a few games this year where we kind of let get away, and that could have been the difference between us being in the play-in or playoffs and versus us going home early. So those are things that we're going to take away from this year and build on for next year.
Was there any trash talk going on between you and your brother while you guys in Sacramento were like sort of close in the standings and kind of going back?
A little bit. They've kind of had the edge on us throughout the whole year. So it's been tough. They beat us. I think we went 2-2 this year against them. We knew that game in Sacramento last time was really big, and I wish we kind of had that one back. But happy for them if they make it for sure.